Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, I have purchased that. I can't remember what it's called. It was that deal that was just like outrageous, but it's better looking backwards. Okay, I'm gonna actually get a video in a few days where if you're gonna spend this December, and you're spending a certain amount, Banquet is not, in my opinion, the best bet. I'll get that video out for you well before Banquet goes live, though, so that you can consider it if that fits you. Now, this deal came with a tremendous amount of 7-star shards. We're going to be opening them. We still have not gotten the compensation from Kabam on the batch 7 stars. Like, they just were like, hey, we threw a bug. We're going to get compensation, and we're going to completely divide this community. And they did a really good job of that. They did a phenomenal job of that. I did listen to a lot of you in the, the people that came and were like, didn't come in hot. We're just like, hey, here's what we're thinking. And I actually agree. I see your points about a lot of it. You're like, it is a competitive game. What I ultimately want to do moving forward, and what I'm gonna, continue to harp on Kabam for and say is like, you guys need to be consistent on this stuff. I think that there is a chance that because the Zola issue was Titan related, it was more like, hey, let's make a big, broad group of people very happy with this and be less concerned about truly compensating the people that opened up bugged crystals. And then because this one was 7-star crystal related, and there was probably, how many people were really truly opening up in the first 30 minutes? A lot of people, different time zones, jobs, school, work, family, life, these sorts of things. And so it was a much smaller, easier to compensate, although we still don't have it. So who knows? We can only speculate. And if Kabam doesn't get consistent with it, I'm going to give them their shit. And I appreciate those of you who came in and were like, hey, dude, I think you're missing this point. And I think you're right. This is why I do enjoy reading the comments. One of the many reasons. So I was opening these up for kind of like, let's call it the warming up process. As because I put out the video earlier, I was like, hey, dude, Kabam is saying they're putting these champions into the pool. It's something I've been asking for literally a year. Like, I think over a year, actually, in CCP and on videos. Like, you're selling these powerful champions. They need to eventually come to the base pool. And today we are most wanting, we're going to want to awaken our Black Panther. We want to awaken, I almost said Sentry. I do enjoy Sentry, all jokes aside. He's fully ramped now. Sentinel and Deadpool X-Force, but that's because of me and what I already have. There's like, I want to awaken my Anti-Venom. There's so many incredible, powerful champions in here. If you've pulled them, let me know, right? Because it's funny. I think there's so much hype and excitement towards Banquet. I think these champions are amazing and possibly better in many ways. But of course, I'll be continuing to get out a ton of analysis on that. I'm just looking for the 7-star shards. And if we get enough to open a Titan, even though I do think it's smarter to hoard and wait for the next batch. I really want Mr. Knight. And I think I'll open up 1 or 2. Like I told you all, though, I think it's very smart, unless you really want those champions, and you got to do it. I'll link that video so you can make that analysis for yourself on what I'm saying. Potentially a horde might be smart for you to do. So, all right, I've said who we're shooting for. I said who I want. Of course, I still want to get signature levels on a variety of these champions, which I agree and I understand, and I appreciate you all pointing that out. You're like, here's the thing, though, dude. Is even free-to-play players. You didn't have to be a whale. We're able to accumulate a significant amount of shards. Some people like hoard anyways. And then, of course, when Kabam made that announcement, that does flood things. And I get it. And this is why I said, like, dude, I'm open to feedback. Like, I truly am. As long as it's respectful in those sorts of things, right? All right. Let's have some fun with this. Oh, Jack would be nice. Along in that deal, and like I said, I'm going to do this analysis too. It also gave me some tier 7 basic to kind of rank up some champions. If these pools go the right way, or if things go the right way, keep an eye out for some new rank 4 videos from me too, heading into this. I mean it. I think the Banquet box champions are pretty wild. Like, I think Kabam has gone huge. I don't know if I have Arcade Awaken. This is pretty cool. Maybe I don't. I'm curious on this one. Looks like I already had him awakened. Okay, shows you how much I know. I do think the Banquet box champions are, they're amazing. Hulkling's going to make a massive splash. I do think Scorpions make a massive splash. People that are able to run that synergy with Venom, they're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. And like I said, I'll go over those champions and all that stuff. Oh, this might be the arcade opening. No, that's not what I wanted. But I think the champions in the base pool are stronger than we're current. Like, I don't know how else to say it. We'll get those analysis out. You know what? This feels like the right time for a pop. This feels like the right time for a 10 pop. I believe every champion, I believe I have a copy of every champion. So one new isn't going to be the telltale sign, but let's see here. I really want to awaken some of those champions. While we're getting more 7-star awakening gems, they are not like easy to come by. You guys saw what I had to do to go through to finally get Carolina Dean, and I got lucky because it was a 7-star awakening gem crystal, not actually getting her. So here we go. We're just going to take a look through at this. Isophene. I was wrong on Isophene. I'm a big boy. I can admit when I was wrong. I thought she was going to make much more of a dent in my CCP testing based than what we actually saw. This also shows how big the 7-star pool is. Yes, Deadpool. Oh, dude. Okay. All right. So full transparency, I've been seeing the rank 4 Sunspot videos. The first one of recent was actually Maddie, MCoC Maddie. It was amazing. I will link his in the description for you. Trap has recently put one out, and then Cantona and the MCoC Illuminati. Like I tell you guys, it's amazing. You guys saw him on stage. Battle on Brawl has done it too. And so I had kind of pretty much decided I was going to rank up Sunspot because of the massive versatility. I love playing Sunspot. I've done so many videos on Sunspot over time. And this is the sort of like ebb and flow in Battlegrounds where like a new defender or two comes in, big splash, and some champions are going to rise and some are going to fall. We always reflect that in the Battlegrounds tier list. That's why it's so fluid and changes so much over the course of just like 2 or 3 months. Well, we're getting a massive drop of champions in this, in like for this basic crystal here, like Cull Obsidian's in there, Medusa's in there, Black Panther's in there, but then also with that banquet box, and then of course Kingpin and Absorbing Man, there's going to be, I think, rather large shifts in the general Battlegrounds overall meta. And so I was set. I was set. There's one other champion. I'm not gonna say it. You're gonna have to see the video on that because I'm not totally sure anyways, but it was going to be Sunspot. Getting Deadpool X-Force, getting him awakened. I'm gonna have to review his signature ability, but that shuts off some of these like second life mechanics. I believe Sentinel 2. Holy we're eating good, boys. Okay. I will tell you, the other champion who I was certain on was going to be Kindred. And I actually just through pulling Kindred a ton, have Kindred at a pretty high sig. You're going to see it in the Battlegrounds tier list. It'll be coming out this Saturday, the updated one. Again, I talked about all these big shifts. I think Kindred, in my opinion, is now, in general, the best Mystic defender. Yes, over Enchantress. Enchantress's RNG can, like, just mess you up like crazy. But Kindred's, like, that dude, man. And I still want to learn to play him offensively because I think he's got a role and some value. We've seen that in certain metas with his atrophy. This is crazy. And this kind of goes to what y'all were saying about, like, dude, it is a competitive game. Like, they're like, Vega, I get what you're saying about how the comp was like, if it was the people that were harmed, they got made whole, but it is also a competitive game, and you kind of didn't bring that point in. And I do think you're right. I think Kabam needs to be consistent in the comp and over a long period of time. If they choose, we comp the actual crystal, fine. Some people are going to lose out, but over the long haul, sometimes they'll win, sometimes they'll lose. So we'll have to monitor as that goes. This literally could not be proving you all's point better. And I'm also insanely excited right now because I have 2 champions now. I also have a lot of 6 stones lying around. You guys know I tend to hoard assets, especially 6 stones, and then use them in big bunches at once to take a champion up. I've talked about that a lot on this channel, where like the worst thing you can do is have a champion you only want to play them if they're like sig 180, and then you're like, well, I'll just slowly put 6 stones into them. The way this game is, it evolves so quickly. Like the live service term, I'm just fully adopting. That's why I'm calling it a carnival, man. They're about trying to entertain you daily and weekly, and things change so much that I'm a big believer in, like, you save up your resources and then you just use them like in this huge splurge. So okay, like I Black Panther I think is the only one that I still now am like, I really desperately want him awakened. And then all those champions, I think Sentinel actually though is good at sig 1. I think Sentinel's good at sig 1. So oh man. Okay, here we go. Onslaught. Oh no, wait. Okay. No. That's not, it says Black Panther on the side, It's Black Panther Civil War. Okay, sorry for the jump scare. Sorry for all right. Voodoo, dude, I actually do want Voodoo. That's cool. I don't think he's gonna be going to rank 4 today or anything like that, but he is a good, powerful champion. I apparently already have him, so getting him awakened. This is quite literally proving the point that so many of you were making about the comp and how big it can be for an account. Like, yeah, okay. I think that is all my 6 stars. I have to say that went about as well as I could have possibly hoped for. Holy crap. And again, I'm accepting that this is intended to be infotainment. I will do my best to continue that moving forward. I see all the likes and shares and subscribes and stuff, and I can tell you all are enjoying it. So we're going to keep having this, having fun. I'm going to continue to be honest and transparent with you all, but let's do this. I am hoping for Mr. Knight, man. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be upset with Frankencastle, but Mr. Knight's the guy. I tested him CCP. I told you guys that I really thought he was really good. I'm so pleased to see people like Grass putting out videos showing everyone like how good he actually is. It's one of those ones where he was a little unique, he was a little different. So I get it. You know, the community was a little wrong to begin with, and that's okay. That's okay. That's I'm wrong sometimes too. All right. Here we go. We're hoping for Mr. Knight. Yeah, or lizard. Actually, Grass just put out a video on lizard today too. It was a short one. I like those, man. And got some bite. He's got some bite to him, man. All right, here we go. Come on, Mr. Knight or lizard. You know you want to give him to me. You know, there goes Mr. Knight. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I wouldn't mind Yelena. She's like a champion I still do not have somehow. Kind of shows you like how this works. And of course, Yelena, Yelena too, but Nico, a champion that the better, the higher sig, the even better she gets. And then I saw Bastion coming around. You guys know how much I love my Bastion, right? Just uploaded a new members emoji with Bastion there too. So I ain't mad. I ain't mad about this. This is pretty good. And then, you know, Kabam has kind of fixed the multiple pools issue. We'll see. They've said they have. I appreciate the communication. We'll see how that actually turns out when it's Ascension time. But this opening could not have gone better. This could not have gone. Well, I guess I could have gotten Mr. Knight or Lizard, but the big thing, the big important one, getting those champions awakened. Let me know who you all think, because I'll be taking 2 new champions to rank 4 in the next couple of days. Originally, I was pretty set on Kindred and Sunspot, and now I genuinely am. I am including now Sentinel and Deadpool X-Force. I'll probably put a poll up in my Discord server. I want to make sure I'm certain on the other champions. There's a few other champions I was considering, so I want to make sure I'm certain on like 4, 5, 6 champions, and then I'll put up a poll in my server in the next day or 2, and then I'll take in rank 4, because I'll be like, I want you. If I'm feeling good and I'm like, hey, I'm struggling between these 2 or 3 champions, I want your input, because I want to do the videos that you also want to see. There's so many videos that could be made. Yeah. I hope your openings go even better. Make sure you keep an eye out for all the ones I'm talking about, especially like if you're considering like some moderate spending. I don't think Banquet's going to be the way to go. We'll see the deals when they come, but I think there's something else that's much better value. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.